Mingala Kamya, I'm Angus Watson with the top stories for DVB. Chaos reigned in the Pegu Division town of Letpadan on Tuesday when hundreds of police officers stormed a student protest camp, arresting and beating demonstrators. Officers moved through the street, arbitrarily hitting students with batons. An unknown number of arrests were made as police moved from house to house on the hunt for the students. The forced clear-out came after students had attempted to burst through a police blockade, which has prevented them from leaving Letpadan since early last week. That was after government negotiators had agreed to allow students to move their national education law protest to Rangoon. That offer was rejected, however, after students refused the terms of the agreement. They say government officials wanted to prevent them chanting as they left the town. A later student protest at Rangoon's Letpadan Junction saw at least one activist arrested. That protester was later released. Meanwhile, the United Nations has brought out a scathing review of human rights in Burma. UN Special Rapporteur Yanghee Lee released her latest report on Monday. Economic inequality and the recent violence in the Kokang region are highlighted in the document that follows her visit to the country earlier this year. The report acknowledges the sexist personal attack that Miss Lee was subjected to on that trip. She labelled it as symptomatic of the ongoing atmosphere of fear, distrust and hostility in Burma. 8 Burmese soldiers have been killed and 51 injured in recent Kokang fighting, according to military newspaper Myawaddy. State media reports that casualties were suffered in the fighting up until Sunday, when the Burmese army launched an offensive aimed at the capture of strategic hills. Air and artillery bombardments were also reported. The caretakers of a set of cliff carvings say the historical site is in desperate need of repair. Conservationists say the Pegu Division site known as the 1000 Buddhas of Kokang has been damaged by erosion to the point where only 370 effigies remain. The statuettes are said to have been carved by a boatload of sailors stranded close to the cliffs. The riverboatmen prayed for their lives and carved images of the Buddha into the rock while they endured the storm. You can find more on all of today's stories at dvb.no. Bye for now.